Hi dears, welcome back to science class. Today we will continue our revision topic 5.9, how scientists invented the batteries. Those who are not watching our previous video for this lesson, please watch it before this revision. Okay. Our first battery is what is BAGHDAD battery? Okay, we learned this before in our previous videos. So what is mean by BAGHDAD battery? One of the old object or relics they found in the tomb was a clay jar. Okay, clay jar. The jar had an iron rod. Okay, these are the battery. The jar had an iron rod coming out of the center. In the center there is an iron rod surrounded by a tube made of copper, and also it is surrounded by a copper tube. The scientist made copies of relic. Relic means like the clay jar, okay? And when they filled the tube with an acid, what they filled the tube in the center? Okay, the copper tube they filled with acid such as vinegar. Okay, it produced between 1.5 and 2 volts of electricity between the iron and copper. Okay, it produce this vinegar and the copper, they produce what 1.5 to 2 volt of electricity. Okay, so they are using this type of things as a battery. And this is the images of BAGHDAD battery. You can see there are pots, clay jar. Okay, inside there is a copper rod and vinegar. With vinegar it produce electricity. Okay. The next battery is Galvani's battery. Luigi Galvani was an Italian doctor about 1718. He discovered current electricity. He hung a frog leg on copper hooks over an iron railing and noted that the leg muscle twitched. Okay, the leg muscles moved. Galvani was correct when he said that the twitching were caused by the electrical current. Why he thinks so? Because he thought that the twitching is caused by electrical current. But he thought that the current came from the frog's leg nerves, and it is called animal electricity. Okay, so he called this battery animal electricity. Then coming to the voltaic pile. Okay, these are another battery, voltaic pile. The Alessandro Volta developed a type of battery that he called the voltaic pile, and this consisted of a pile of zinc and copper disc. Between each disc there was a piece of cardboard that he had soaked in salt water. A wire connecting the bottom zinc to the top copper disc could produce a continuous flow of spark. Why he soaked in salt water the cardboard piece? Because salt water, we know that the salt water is a good conductor of electricity, right? So a wire connecting the bottom zinc to the top copper disc to produce a continuous flow of spark. Spark means what? Electric current. Okay, and Volta built different piles using 30, 40 or 60 disc. Okay, he is using different piles, 13 or 40 or 60 disc, and he measured the reaction with the different numbers of disc and discovered that the electric shock increased in intensity with the number of discs he used in the pile. Later, the scientists improved Volta's battery by doing more experiments. After the voltaic pile, they used a unit name is called volt. Okay. There is two questions for you. What did Galvani observe in his experiments with frogs' legs? Galvani observed that the frog's legs twitched. And what did these observations lead Galvani to conclude? He concluded that the electricity came from the frog's leg nerves. What electrical name is named after Volta? that is volt. Okay, the symbol is small letter V. Describe the difference between Galvani's and Volta's explanations for how an electrical current flowed. Okay, this you have to write in your notebook. Okay, this answer. Thanks for watching and keep learning. Bye bye.